Good afternoon. Thank you. I just want to say that I continue to my tour of the 39 cities and towns, and I'm having a great time in learning new things about Rhode Island and getting to know, to meet new people. I just got off my weekly town hall conversation, bi-weekly town hall conversations with the small business community. We had a great conversation with Chris Parisi. I had my co-host. Now Secretary Pryor is becoming like, we're gonna end up having like a TV show after this, right? You and me. So my co-host joined me for this conversation today. We're talking about the tourism industry in how it's being affected and what can we do as the state to help. Also, I just want to mention that I went to Newport and I joined Senator Don Oyer for that discussion with 12 small business, amazing female panel of a small business owner from the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. We had a great conversation, and the topic of employment came up several times, and the challenges that they're having to find employees. And one of the things that we were talking, one of them actually said, I was asking if they're being flexible with the workforce, and they said, well, I have full time, part time, and sometimes. So I guess this is a new terminology that we're going to ask Director Weldon. I was asking him to help us find out how we're doing with the on-time employment also. That was a great conversation that I was able to join. Then also I was visiting the Plant City, the new location in Middletown. Unbelievable. You have to make a trip there. I had this great avocado toast with, and I'm not a millennial, but I had an avocado toast. It was delicious. You have to stop by there. Other businesses that I visited is Robin's Eggs in Portsmouth. That was a great business that she opened at the beginning of the pandemic and it's still going in. I learned a lot about the challenges of the businesses that didn't qualify for some of the assistance in some conversations we're going to have about what other things we can do. So it was great education for me to go there. Also stopped by the Black Goose Cafe in Middletown. I visited this place was fantastic, the Umbrella Factory. I never been to the Umbrella Factory in Charlestown. And I was there with Councilor Clarkin and Town Administrator Stankins. I'm gonna mess up his last name. Stankaswis was the town administrator. He joined me there, but the town administrator made me go back and visit this store, which is called the Purple Shelf, and I got these earrings, which I have to show off. I just couldn't walk away from them. It just I saw them. I was like, I'm not gonna shop. I was like, okay, I gotta go back for them. I'm so glad that I did. And that place is amazing. Never been to that place, so I tell you, discovering. I keep discovering beautiful Rhode Island, right? That's exactly what I'm doing. Then I also joined Barrington Books. So I always go to the Barrington Books in Garden City, but now they consolidated, so I went to Barrington. So all my Christmas shopping now, I have to go to Barrington to do it because I'm last minute shopper and go last minute to the Barrington bookstore and get a lot of stuff right there. But I was there joined by Representative Kassar and by Senator Coyne and also Pan Laria from Moms Demands Action. It was a great visit there to Barrington. Then I went to Sherwood Village in Coventry to visit the mobile home. So we have the discussion about the housing, which we're going to have a conversation tomorrow. In one of the, we had having meetings with individuals in the housing field in learning new things. And someone that me and my team met with was telling about the mobile homes and how we should use mobile homes as an alternative to be able to have more affordable housing. So I went to visit the Sherwood Village in Coventry, and I want to thank the Councilor Jen Lugwish and Finance Director Lisa Mills and the Chief of Police Rick Hayes who joined me there. And I want to the board president and the board's vice president Ed Blemiers, and also Ken Dwally is the vice president, also joined me and gave me a lot of information about how the mobile home works. So I think that could be an alternative that we should be exploring in other areas. Then I visited the Wyoming Dam and project, and the acting director for DM, Director Terry Gray, joined me there in his team, and also town administrator Karen Pinch from Richmond. And it was amazing to see the work that they're doing, how they're holding on the water while they're building the new dam. It's just amazing what's happening there. And then I got to try something that's called a Bismarck. A Bismarck. It was just a dessert. I never had this dessert. It was delicious. I, you have to go and get one. Kudos to Ernie, who's the one who told me about it. It was great. We made it just in time because they were about to close. Then yesterday we had the visit from the Consul General Randir Hashwal from the New York Consulate of India, and we had a great conversation about the ties that India and the state of Rhode Island have, and what else we can do to make sure that they are stronger. Yesterday, I had participated of an event that, participated of the with the Haitian community. They had an event on to memory, in memory of the president Jovenel Moise, who unfortunately was assassinated, was murdered. In his wife, the first lady, was injured in Haiti, and the Haitian community got together yesterday to pray and spend some time together and reflect about what that is causing right now in Haiti, and sending our prayers and best wishes for the Haitian community. We have to make sure that Haiti continue to be a strong democracy, that all Latin America, we have to make sure Latin America is a democratic Latin America. So anything that we could do to support them here, the Haitian community in the state of Rhode Island, we're here for them. Looking ahead, I mentioned we're going to have the Housing Summit coming up tomorrow. Please tune in. We're going to hear some good information. And again, I'm going to have my co-host, Secretary Pryor, there with me. We're going to have this conversation about housing. We're starting the conversation about housing, and we're going to talk about homelessness tomorrow. It's going to be a big topic. So you can register by visiting the website for my office. And we're going to have some panelists and some experts in the housing field that's going to give us a lot of details. I'm just going to stop here because it feels like I've been going forever today. But as you can see, I've been going a lot of places.
It's a good world out there in Rhode Island.
It is.
Isn't
It
it,
is.
Lieutenant Governor?
Turn